Who's ready for camp? So I need a bit of a reset after this past spring. Reading wise, things were fine, but after a lot of IRL things that kept me pretty busy and took all my bandwidth, I need a bit of a break. Your girl's an introvert, and if you're an introvert, you know exactly how much downtime we need to reset and recharge. So that's what I want to do this summer. I'm already working on a summer reset video that's not only going to cover this reading reset, but it's also going to cover a general routine reset and my race training. I thrive on routine, and I don't have one right now, which explains why my brain is all over the place and I've been extremely unproductive. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is a summer reading reset. And the first thing my brain thought of when I thought of summer was summer camp. I actually have a tent that we've used all of one time for one camping trip. I should have set it up in the living room. The cats would have loved it. It would have been a giant pain in the butt. Probably wouldn't have been a great idea, but it would have been fun. I used to go to summer camp every single year for about 7 years, I think, when I was in grade school and junior high, and I had a really good time. And then last year, I don't think we went camping at all. The year prior, we went like once. But I was trying to think of any type of summer camp book that I've read in the past, but the only one I could come up with was The Horror at Camp Jelly Jam. And this is the new cover, and it's so ugly. Who greenlit this? Terrible idea. The original cover was way better. Have I ever mentioned that I had a ton of Goosebumps books, including the Choose Your Own Adventure ones when I was a kid? And then a few years after I moved out of state, my parents called me and they were like, hey, do you want to keep any of your books? And I was like, no. You can go ahead and donate them. Get rid of them. Whatever. That's a horror story right there by itself. I'm an idiot. I have a lot of regrets about that. You don't need to shame me. I've shamed myself enough. Trust me. So besides Camp Jelly Jam, I really haven't read any summer camp themed books, and that's really the vibe that I've been craving the past few weeks. So I started looking around and making a list of summer camp themed books. I've got a pretty decent list going, and I'm hoping that at least a handful on that list will be 4 stars or higher. Speaking of, if you've got any summer camp themed book recommendations, please leave them in the comments below because I would love to add more books to my list, especially ones that you guys have read and enjoyed. As we head into summer, I'm going to try to pull a couple of books from that list each month as we go. And a lot of them that I have found are either horror or thriller, which I'm really excited for because I haven't read a lot of either genre so far this year. So the ones I've picked for June are The God of the Woods by Liz Moore, The Counselors by Jessica Goodman, and The Lake by Natasha Preston. The God of the Woods has actually been on my Kindle for quite some time, and this felt like a great time to start reading it. So The God of the Woods is about a camper that goes missing, but it's not just any camper. She's the daughter of the very wealthy family that owns the camp. Turns out her older brother also went missing from the camp 14 years prior. So who's taking these kids? Got a little bit of a mystery to solve, and I think this is the one that I'm going to start with. The next book is The Lake, and this is following 2 friends and former campers, Esme and Kayla, and they're returning to camp as counselors in training. They're looking forward to having a good time, just being back at camp. But that's not good enough, right? They have a secret, and they get a note saying the lake never forgets, because they did something back when they were campers, and apparently that secret's about to be blown out of the water. Pun intended. The Counselors has a really fun cover and just looks like the perfect summer camp murder book just based off vibes alone. I actually have another book by this author that I never read. It's called They'll Never Catch Us. I think I read the first chapter and I really wasn't feeling it, so I put it down, and I'm hoping that's not what happens with this book. This book is about a girl named Goldie who lives in the town that this fancy rich kid summer camp is located at. And from the summary, it sounds like she's one of the few townies who's been able to go to this camp. So now she's going back as a counselor with her 2 best friends. But we can't have a simple laid-back summer. That's no fun. So naturally a camper ends up dead in the lake. And Goldie knows for a fact that her best friend, one of them, was at the lake that night. So Bestie has a secret, Goldie has a secret. There's a lot of tea to spill, and I'm here for it. Rereading the summaries for these books has made me more excited to start them. and I'm already looking into booking some campsites for the summer so that I can like fully immerse myself into the summer camp vibes. I might end up pulling a couple more books off that list depending on how my reading goes in June, but these are the ones that I'm going to start with. I'll be coming back and doing updates for each book as I finish them, so keep an eye out for that. And I'm also hoping that I can solve the mysteries and like the whodunit for each book. So I'm going to put on my detective hat. This could be my detective hat. It's a running hat, but it could be a detective hat. It can do both things. But if I can't solve the mysteries, that's okay too, because I'm just here to have a good time. Again, if you've got any summer camp themed books that you've enjoyed, please make sure to leave them in the comments below so that I can check them out and add them to my list. Or if you've read any of the books that I've talked about or any books by these authors, please also let me know. Let me know if you enjoyed them. Let me know if there's any other books that may be similar to these that I should check out and add to my list. But thank you again for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Have fun at camp.